Well, never thought I would see something like this. And for anyone, don't fake brain cancer or anything like that. But let's see what happens to this influencer and what dumb thing did she do. Anyway, let's go.
This influencer faked brain cancer and claimed to find a cure just to scam her audience. It's like we're on a quest to find a new influencer low, and we have successfully found it today. Because let's be real, this is nothing short of a new depressing low. So here we are. Meet Belle Gibson, a former online influencer turned scam artist. She originally gained a following for offering hope to a lot of people who had been diagnosed with cancer.
Didn't that also happen like 7 or 8 years ago as well? I don't think it was an influencer, but it was somebody who had all these who she tricked a bunch of what do they call them, investors and things like that. It turns out it was all fake. Like everything she was saying was just lies. It was something like that.
Gary.
Oh my god.
I didn't even realize you were back there.
Hopefully you behave. This was because she claimed to have brain cancer herself and said that she found a way to self-cure it through healthy eating and other remedies. And all of which was something you could apparently access from your own home.
Is it time to pay that money back, Belle?
It does send the message that you can pretty much get away with anything.
Belle Gibson's a master manipulator, or as she had us believe, a 20-year-old with brain cancer and only 4 months to live.
Do you think you're dying?
Yeah.
You feel like you're dying?
Yeah, and I'm fine with that.
This is, you know what this is? There was this did happen in history, that there was a man who invented, I think it was like the whole idea of vitamin C or something like that, I believe. And I believe the same individual believed that this cured various of cancers and things like that. And it turns out that very thing that I don't remember I think it was something specific. I can't remember. But that person died that very thing he said it was a cure of.
When I discovered Belle Gibson, I was like, oh my God, like, you know, this is it. This is what I can do. I too can cure myself through healthy eating.
Would you accept that you're a pathological liar?
No.
No, of course not.
Offering hope to people that are literally dying is just so cruel.
You were fined by the court for a reason.
Yeah, but lying about your cure is also cruel.
So this woman is faking brain cancer and claimed to have the cure. And then she used this bogus story to scam people online. This really feels like a new low. I can't even imagine how sick and twisted she must be to convince people to try her bogus treatment rather than just going to an actual cancer treatment center. So Belle's story has inspired a few different media adaptations. So you might have seen the Netflix.
I'll be honest with you, man. I think there are plenty of people that will go out of the way to try out cheaper alternatives than just going to the actual hospital. 100%. People will do that.
Netflix show released called Apple Cider Vinegar about this. And there's also a book out there called The Woman Who Fooled Me.
Now, it's a simple question.
Do you have brain cancer?
I've got cancer. 3 years ago, I was in chemo chucking hell.
So you think she's lying?
No, I know it for a fact.
Our lawyers are going to say we need medical records.
Absolutely. Some of them are at my mum's place, so it might take a minute to unearth.
Yeah, so I'm going to give you the scope of the story that inspired all these different adaptations.
Wow.
Belle came to the internet as a health influencer, and yes, I know how ironic that is. She's from Australia and born in 1991, even though, going off of her recent 60-minute interview, I'm not really sure if she actually knows how old she is.
23, right? Well, actually, how old are you?
I've always been raised as being currently a 26-year-old.
How old are you?
How old are you?
Well, I live knowing.
Oh my
As
God.
I've always known that I would be 26.
Okay, Bill.
Okay, Belle. What does that mean?
How old are you now? Okay, that's what she's asking. How old are you now? Jesus Christ.
Knowing I've always known that I'm
That's
26.
someone who doesn't accept
on,
that she's getting
other than,
older.
you know, fake cancer at-home remedies. But Belle's made claims that she's had a hard upbringing, saying that she didn't know her father, her brother was autistic, and her mother had sclerosis. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't true. You see, that's the problem when you fake cancer to scam your audience for many years. It's hard to know what's real or not anymore. I mean, there's obviously no love lost with her family, considering that she robbed her mom while her mom was in the hospital. So
oh my
it really
God,
just goes to show you what kind of person
God,
this
she's
is.
heartless and a
The
leech.
time Mum was in the hospice, you know, slowly passing away, Dell had the nerve to come to Brisbane, to my home, and clear the garage out. Like, Mum had jewelry up there as well in boxes. And I went back up there and it was all cleared out, and then I contacted Belle maybe about a few days later, a week later, and she couldn't say anything. She avoided it all.
So that jewelry's missing?
Yeah.
Yes.
So she's not only scamming money from other people's sick
Damn,
relatives, she's also stealing from her
family.
own. But she later on went on to have a son and gained some followers online while she was living as a single mom. It was pretty soon after her son was born, in the early 2010s, that she started claiming online that she had brain cancer. Not only just a regular brain cancer, she had terminal brain cancer. And then what makes this story so much wilder is she claims that she healed said terminal brain cancer through healthy food and natural medicine. So I guess suddenly that brain cancer wasn't terminal anymore. But then she also said she had to go through a bunch of heart surgeries. She had a stroke, and that her cancer had spread to her blood and her uterus. And this
Wait, huh? Wait, I feel like I feel like a bit of those are true, but everything else sounds egregious. But what do you believe? Is any of it real or is all fake?
This is all by like 2014. Okay, so let's just check the timeline here. So she has a kid in about 2009. She claims in 2010 that she has brain cancer and health issues. And then by 2014, she's claiming she's still alive through her at-home remedies, but that her cancer has sadly just spread across her entire body. If that was real, what a nightmare of 5 years. Either way, some busy 5 years. And it only got busier because on top of her blog, she also had an Instagram account that gained 300,000 followers that watched her self-healing story. She even launched an app which was called The Whole Pantry, and it was basically made to provide cookbook and healing methods for terminal cancer. I can only imagine you had a loved one in 2014 who had terminal cancer, and they're following this app that's advertised to help heal them.
But it does nothing of that. You know what? Maybe there's a reason why she's a single mom, because I'm pretty sure even the person who knocked her up was like, damn, she crazy. I'm leaving.
This is just depressing and infuriating to see. And around this time, some reporters and Belle's friends started to actually look into all of her lies. They also started to look into her donation history, because this entire time, she was claiming that she was donating some of these funds that she was receiving. Yeah. Spoiler alert, just like everything else, that was a lie as well. So this is when another key player to the story enters, Chanel McCoff.
You know, what's the funny thing is that what people don't realize is that when you do donations, these records are, I believe, they're public. So if someone really wanted to see if she's actually donating in these places, I believe, I don't know if you could just look it up or you have to have some sort of access to it, but I'm pretty sure they're able to look and see if she actually did make these donations, and seeing that she did none of them, well, I'm pretty sure that's how she got found out. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't know that.
She's the name of Belle's friend that's considered the original whistleblower, because in 2015, Chanel told a newspaper that she thought Belle's entire story was fake. Chanel also claimed that Belle had faked a seizure at her own son's 4th birthday party. So, that is horrifying behavior. It's safe to say that things are starting to look like that it's for a little bit more than just money, because faking a seizure just in front of your friends and family, that's not for a check. That's just to get attention by taking the attention away from your own child. And this is around the point where things start to fall apart.
Hey man, some people can handle it.
The newspaper starts running stories showing that the donations that she claimed to send to other people were never received by these organizations. Her friend then starts to hold interventions for her, asking to see her medical records.
We were hoping to write an initial article which would have said something like, there are doubts about Belle Gibson's diagnosis. But none of her friends who we were speaking to at that point were prepared to speak on the record. So Beau and I then thought, well, if she's lying about this, then what else is she lying about? And she was also claiming at that point to be giving large parts of all her profits away to various charitable organizations. So we started looking into that angle, and it really didn't take long for that to start unraveling. So that was a story that we knew we could write.
Finally, Gibson admits.
Yeah, as I said, those I believe those donations are public record. I believe so. But man, that's even her fans couldn't even give answers or anything like that. Yeah, of course, because it's all BS.
The magazine that her diagnosis was fake. She's quoted as saying, "None of this is true. I don't want forgiveness. I just think speaking out was the responsible thing to do. Above anything, I would like people to say, okay, she's human. She's obviously had a big life. She's respectfully come to the table and said what she's needed to say. And now it's time for her to grow and heal." Yeah.
No.
Okay. That's all well and good, but
it's fine. But the thing about it is that you give people false hope, false promises that your home remedies work. So no, you don't just simply just get a pass. No, that's not how that works. You can't just say, "Oh, forgive me. I'm learning." No, girl, you're 30 years old. You know what is right and from wrong. You know that you did this for financial purposes. Come on now. We're not stupid.
what about the money you basically scammed people out when they were in a desperate situation? What about all of the people who trusted you and looked up to you as a role model to get them through this horrific journey? And all the people that you put in an overall worse situation who might have listened to you rather than pursuing a proper cancer treatment. She's a scumbag, no matter how you put it. I don't have any sympathy for her. I've lost one of my best friends to leukemia in 2019, and just a few years earlier, I lost my grandmother to leukemia as well. So anyone who fakes this horrible diagnosis, especially to grift online, deserves everything coming to them. I guess the only satisfaction these people can get is watching her crash and burn in interviews.
Bill, it's all here. It is all here. You know, you go on Instagram in 2013. I have been healing a severe and malignant brain cancer for the past few years with natural medicine, Gerson therapy and foods. It's working for me.
It is. And if
you didn't have brain cancer.
No, I didn't.
No.
But when I was writing that, I thought that I did, and I was feeling well.
Yes, but even then you misrepresent.
But you told the world that you had this, as in like you knew. Are you kidding me?
Entered what you thought was your truth.
Okay, so it's her truth that she had brain cancer. What does that even mean?
Oh my God.
But apparently in 2017, the court actually found Belle guilty and found that she profited from misery and deception. She was given a $410,000 fine, and she still has not paid a cent of that. So now is the obvious question. Where is she now? There's obviously been a Netflix documentary that's recently aired on this, which is why people are bringing this back up. And she still, to this day, has not paid her dues. And unfortunately, you can't find Belle anymore, because now she's going by Sabontu.
Makanke Sabontu. Hiya, today we met in Melbourne, Australia. Our diaspora community, Oromo community of Australia, met to discuss the current situation of Ethiopia, specifically Oromia, but
it almost seems like she went from one grift to another grift. Either way, it's safe to say
100%.
all my homies dislike Sabontu now as well. But I mean, who knows? Let's see if all this attention from the Netflix show drags her back out from being Sabontu. But until then, YouTube thinks you'll enjoy this video, so feel free to check that out. And hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys, hopefully, in the next video. Peace.
But yeah, man. I don't know, man, but that woman is never gonna live that down, because knowing the fact that she did all that, and she's never gonna live that down no matter what, because she went with it for a long time. That's a while. She went on with this for a while, telling everyone, yes, I was cured by these home remedies, this is what I did. But later on, coming out in 60 Minutes saying, yeah, I thought I did, but turns out I didn't. Sorry. No, that's not how that works. You took money from people who were desperate, who really, really wanted to believe that this thing that they're gonna take was going to help them. No, you can't just say sorry and just leave. That's not how that works, my girl. But anyway, people like this should literally be buried into the ground and forgotten about, really. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys liked the video. Leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord, and I usually go live every day on Twitch. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll check you guys out next time. Peace. This woman was irritating.